Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and beside me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. David Aldridge joins us on the sidelines. Hey, Dave.
Well, the maturity and poise of a young Jason Tatum has often been talked about. Maybe that's because his parents prepared him for the NBA from an early age in St. Louis. They had pretend press conferences using a hairbrush as the microphone. As you can say, he's been groomed for this, and it's paying off. Guys?
Yeah, they dotted every I and crossed every T. David, thank you. On Friday, they'll be facing off against DeMarcus Cousins. Then on Sunday.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Anthony Davis is out there with Holmes. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Rose in at the 1 spot. We've got Kemba Walker. Tatum out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Doncic in at the shooting guard position. Opening day, Steve, for some teams it's a fresh start, and for others it's the first step towards settling unfinished business, taking care of what they didn't do the previous season.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. I think those teams that came very close to maybe winning a championship or being there, those are the guys that are hungry, and those are the organization. They are chomping at the bit to start the season.
Now Walker passes to Butler. Shot clock at 5. Tatum passes to Walker for 3. That one, no good. And it's Chicago the other way.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
So you know each game they play will hold a lot of importance to both teams.
Now, here's Wade. Nice D from Doncic. We're about 1 minute into the first. At the elbow, it's Aldridge. There's the pass to Walker. Butler against Covington. And here's Walker outside. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And this is where Walker thrives, an assertive long-distance shooter.
Wade kicks to Rose. He sinks the 11-footer.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Walker dishes to Doncic. Over Wade. Rebounded by Holmes.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
And the basket by Wade.
A fluid ball handler at the off-guard position. Wade can carve you up.
And Walker kicks to Doncic. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game. And don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
That free throw good from Doncic.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game that Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
Good on both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Rose scanning the floor. And it's Davis missing.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
And Walker kicks to Aldridge. Here's Doncic. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist.
Savvy assist by the veteran Aldridge. Sees the missed defensive rotation and takes advantage.
Wade passes to Covington. And here is Holmes, defended by Butler. Here's Wade. Chicago now working with the new shot clock. Here's Holmes. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Pass to Tatum. The kick outside to Butler. Tatum trying to break free. Here's Walker. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Rose. To the middle. Knocked away. And stolen by Tatum. Down low. And the dunk by Aldridge.
Wow, Aldridge attacking the rack. I love it.
Chicago trails by 5. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Holmes. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Tries it from the top of the key. And Walker gets it to go on the assist by Tatum. Walker's got 5 now.
A young guy with maturity, awareness, and a feel for the game. Tatum is special.
The drive by Wade. Count that one.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now here's Walker. He's got 5. Aldridge kicks to Walker. Chicago grabs the miss.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Covington with the bucket.
Great court awareness by Derrick Rose, reading every inch of the floor so well.
Rose against Walker. No good on that one. And it's Chicago the other way.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
Gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Here's Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
The burst of athleticism of Butler is fun to watch. He is a tenacious dunker.
Outside Covington. Wade on the wing. Here's the floater, and he sinks the layup. Wade's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Who's got Walker?
Pass to Aldridge. Rebounded by Holmes.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen. Talented, driven, he puts constant pressure on your defense.
Walker the pass to Aldridge. Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
Now here's Covington. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Rose passes to Wade. Wade double team. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Oh, my goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Outside, Walker. And there's the pass to Doncic. Good D by Wade. And it's Wade with the ball for Chicago. Here's Covington, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Nice read by Dwayne Wade. Beautiful.
Gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Pass to Tatum. Ball's knocked loose. Aldridge. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Great balance and body control for a big. Aldridge powers through some pretty good defense there.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. But we see a lot of big men, great in offense, Smitty. Who's on your list for perhaps the best outlet passer in the game right now?
Let's start off. I would say Kevin Love is one of those guys who still is, I think, the best outlet passer as a big. Jokic, also Blake Griffin, some of those guys can really pass. DeMarcus Cousins, those are some of the bigs that have great outlet passes.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. Russell Westbrook, number 1. Third is Chris Paul.
And really two terrific distributors. I mean, the first thing you look for in a teammate is the ability to get you the ball, and they both have that down to a T.
Here's Nunn. Pass to Van Vliet. Six to shoot. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Okafor gets the bucket.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Paul. Passes it to Hachimura. He dishes it to Westbrook. He kicks it to Paul. Lets it go. Here's Williamson. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Such infectious energy. When Zion goes after rebounds, he gives his all. That guy is an attacker on the glass. And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
That free throw good from Williamson. And talking to stars in this league, even they want to see what Williamson's going to do next.
Sure. We talk about the leaping ability at his size, the handles, the shot making. But what really stands out when you watch him live, the instincts. Being at the right place at the right time and always seeming to make the right play.
Here's Turner. It's rebounded by Paul. 47% here so far. Here's Williamson, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Can't be this assertive with Williamson. He's already a pro at drawing you in and getting the call.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. That free throw missing.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
And he's good on the second. And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, He always seems to pick it cleanly. Now let's see the stat sheet here on Chris Paul. Last season, he played outstanding. 3rd in assists, and his ability to pressure and disrupt defensively was obvious. He ranked 3rd in the league in steals.
And as you mentioned, top 3 in assists last year. He did a great job of setting the pace, finding the open man, making the simple delivery. That one is off. You know, Smitty, every team at some point faces some locker room turmoil. How tough is it to balance team chemistry?
You know, it's very tough. Sometimes you have those 1 or 2 player additions that it just changes the dynamic of your team. Sometimes you lose a leader. He might not be the best player. Then a lot of times guys are playing for contracts, and some guys get a little bit upset because they figure they're playing for their individual success versus team. But when you have that right chemistry, it is beautiful.
And we first heard about Williamson in high school, and that was due to his dunking ability. Now he's a full-fledged star on the rise.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. The pass to Okafor. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Outside Westbrook. Keeps it alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Williamson's got 6.
And Williamson doesn't let up consistently in attack mode. Love his rabid intensity on the backboard.
Now here's Okafor. Now here's Van Vliet. It's Turner high post. They get it again. Okafor lays it up and banks it in. Okafor's got it all tied up now for Chicago.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
That one is no good. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Chicago. They trail by 1. Pass to none. Okafor against Westbrook. A miss that time. Would have put him up. 47% here so far. Hachimura the pass to Williamson. Paul. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
The way Paul uses pace, the way he uses angles, absolutely fantastic.
Pass to Van Vliet. Outside Turner. Back to Van Vliet. High arcing shot. Can't hit that one. Good work defensively by Paul.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Now here's Parker. Following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Second shot opportunity, and that one's good. Parker.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
There's 53 seconds left in the first. Back to Westbrook. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. And the first one at the line is good. Chicago making a switch here. And Russell Westbrook drops them both. Chicago trails by 3. And there's the call on Cody Zeller. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Kaminsky. 34 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Van Vliet kicks to Parker. 6 on the shot clock. Russell Westbrook with the rebound.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And the shot goes down. Westbrook's got 5 now.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
And here is Parker. From deep. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so the first quarter is in the books. The home team leading by 5. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Chris Ball talks about the matchups he faces at the point guard.
The toughest position in the NBA night in and night out is the point guard position. You know, every night you look at the board, the coach is pretty much going to say, their team goes as such and such goes. You know what I mean? So that's the toughest part, and that's probably the funnest part, too, because it's competition.
And CP3, one of the most competitive players in the game.
It's an obsession with him, and you can see how hard he gets after it every time he takes the court.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
They've got Griffin. He's out there with Cody Zeller. Russell Westbrook out there with Hachimura. And it's Graham in at the point guard position.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. When it comes to just the love for the game, Smitty, does every NBA player have to have that? Or is it possible to not love the game, embrace the game, and work through it in that way?
You know, I think 90% of the guys have a love for the game. I think there's some guys that just don't love it, but they play it. And there's nothing wrong with that, as long as it doesn't, I guess, spill over to the guys that love it. There's some plays, I played with some players, after they left the gym, they didn't think about a game, of watching the game, playing the game. But when they're on the court, they gave 110% effort. There's some guys that just love it, and there's some guys that just like it.
But I know you, and you did. You loved the game.
I still love it, Kevin. Still love it.
I know you do. I know you do. So for Chicago right now, Turner is out there with Parker. Then it's Frank Kaminsky. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Van Vliet in at the 2. And there's the call on Cody Zeller. That's foul number 2 for him.
His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
Here's Kaminsky. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Beverley against Westbrook. Here's Kaminsky. And Westbrook pulls it down.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
Kicks it to Graham. To the paint. Griffin down low, covered by Parker. Offensive rebound. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And checking out numbers for Turner. Last season's performance for him averaged 6 points per game, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
And he makes the first. Richardson, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And Chicago also making a switch. Iman Shumpert's checked in for Fred VanVleet. And so Zeller nails both of them. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Parker outside. Dishes it to Kaminsky. And no good that time. Griffin with some nice D. And with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Here's Hachimura. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Count it.
You have to push Hachimura out of there if you're the defense. He's a real problem on the interior.
Shumpert passes to Kaminsky. Shumpert bounce pass. Kaminsky in the corner. Over Zeller. And the basket by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got his first bucket in this one. Gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Graham with the ball. He's against Parker. The offensive rebound. Griffin dishes to Zeller. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. And that's now 6 points for Cody Zeller. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now here's Beverly. Graham defending. Kaminsky kicks to Shumpert. 5 on the clock. With the teardrop, Zeller grabs the board. Gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Snatched up. Passes it to Graham. Parker against Griffin. Over Parker. Cans the shot from the wing.
The more Blake Griffin gets comfortable at the mid-range, the more dynamic this offense becomes.
And for Blake Griffin, always a great outside shooter for the power forward position, Greg, but he's added range the last few seasons.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Griffin go from a guy who might take 1-3 a game to someone putting up about 6 a night. The results have been there for him as he shoots a respectable rate from beyond.
Chicago shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Robert Covington's checked in for Chicago.
What's up?
Free throw good by Parker. Gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Now the pass to Aldridge. Over Kaminsky, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Now here's Beverly. He's guarded closely. For 3, Covington. Gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. And it's Butler missing. Chicago trails by 10. Here's Parker. No good that time. Aldridge with some nice D. Graham surveying the floor. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Chicago. Rose comes in for Patrick Beverly. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Wade, he's checked in for Shumpert. Butler against Covington. Shot clock at 6. Walker's shot is off.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. And Kevin, LaMarcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you. Richardson, no luck.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
Walker's shot is off. Chicago trails by 10. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
It's stolen by Wade. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
The kick out to Walker. Butler with the ball. And he lays it straight in. Butler's got his second basket of the night.
He is very hard to stick with coming off the pick. Butler gets all the separation he needs.
Wade passes to Davis. And stolen by Richardson. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Doncic is checked in for Josh Richardson. Okafor is checked in for Chicago. Okafor against Aldridge. That shot, no good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. And it's Wade in the corner, trying to find Davis. He's got it now.
Anthony Davis is showing us he's a shot maker in this league. He's the guy you want to get the ball to.
Pass to Aldridge. There's the dish to Doncic. And Okafor with the block. Here's Rose. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Rose has got his third basket of the night right there. And Walker kicks to Doncic. And Davis sends it back.
What a play by Anthony Davis. You think you can get it over me? Nope, not on my watch.
Wade can't hit.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And it goes down 2 points. 8 points for Luka Doncic.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Now here's Davis. Wade with it, now guarded by Tatum. Back to Davis, just 4 to shoot. Nice D from Doncic. Davis has gone 2 of 5 from the floor. And here's Tatum for 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And really an advanced feel for scoring the basketball. Tatum picks and chooses his shots nicely.
Davis. And again, no good by Chicago.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Jimmy Butler is really forcing the issue, leaving the defense no choice but to foul him.
Well, they say players are made in the summertime, And that's Jimmy Butler's favorite time of year. He calls it grimy season. Gets out in the country and puts in that work.
And he knocks down the first one. And Greg, those summertime workouts for Butler, they are something.
I mean, they sure are. He calls them bandanas and buckets. Grows his hair out, 2-a-days, hot yoga, intentionally isolated from the hustle and bustle of the big city. It gives him an excuse to really just lock in.
And so he makes both from the line. And you look at Jimmy Butler. Goes about 6'8", about 230 pounds. Great size on the wing.
And he keeps himself in tip-top shape. His strength, one thing I'm not sure the casual fan even recognizes.
To halt the run. That's good from Davis on the assist by Wade. Wade's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Now, here's Doncic, covered by Van Vliet. Paul outside. Tatum trying to break free. The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got his second basket. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
That one falls.
If you let Wade get the ball that deep, there really isn't anything you can do.
And an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. Now, Doncic. He's got 8. And Butler, here we go. And Wade sends it back. And they're able to recover. That shot wide open. Doncic has got 5 points now this quarter.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Now here's Van Vliet. Defense right on him. Okafor, the pass to Van Vliet. The feed to Davis. And Tatum pulls it down. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Wade can't hit.
He has gone ice cold this quarter. Obviously not helping their cause.
Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Nunn passes to Okafor. Over Doncic. Okafor gets the bucket. Okafor's got 8. 1:29 left here in the second. Outside Butler. Pass to Williamson. Here's Paul. Chicago grabs the miss.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Here's Van Vliet. But they recover it. No good from outside. Being a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And that's 13 points for Luka Doncic. Now here's Van Vliet, defended by Butler. Poked loose. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Russell Westbrook in for Butler. And Chicago also making a switch. Holmes checked in. .36 seconds left to play in the first half. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Nunn. And again, Chicago, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Doncic passes to Williamson. Shoots over Van Vliet. Off the left rim and out. Wade drives in. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his 3rd assist on the night. Now here's Westbrook. Jacks up a 3. And no good. And so it's the home team with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style, Jimmy. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is bedlam here. The hometown crowd loving that first half. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Taking a look at this home squad. Kenny, what's your take?
Well, the bench came in and helped them run away with this one. Tremendous job of getting loose, getting open, and drilling shots. You always want that spark off the bench, and these guys delivered.
Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And you know, I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We've got LaMarcus Aldridge. Jimmy Butler is out there with Tatum. Then there's Doncic, and it's Walker in at the point. So that's who James Borrego starts the second half with. Davis has gone 4 of 9 in field goal attempts. And Walker kicks to Aldridge. And Doncic, here we go. And the rejection by Holmes. It's Covington on the wing. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 4th assist in this one. Walker against Rose. Passes it to Doncic. Over Wade. Doncic, no good.
And really, that is why he is feared as a defender. Right in your face on that shot.
Moved his feet, timed it perfectly. That's how you get stops. Love it.
Walker looking for an opening. Doncic outside. And the rejection by Holmes. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Wade against Butler. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
Aldridge has all the tools to protect the rim. He's only averaged 1 block a game for his career, but he got it done on that play. Firing on all cylinders here in the third. Only 1 miss in 5 attempts.
Now here's Walker. He has 7, and the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's foul number 2 for him. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Doncic passes to Butler.
Very cold start to the second half. 1 for 5, looking for some continuity.
To the inside, Wade. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he finished last season right around 71% from the line, so not exactly his best percentage.
That's good from Wade.
There have been seasons where Wade has averaged over 10 free throws a game. He knows how to get to the line.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Doncic. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. 15 points for Luka Doncic.
Working in that mid-range area. The analytics may not love it, but that's a good look for him.
Covington passes to Wade. Here's Rose. Rejected by Walker. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. Here's Doncic. Basket good. Doncic has got 17 now.
And you want more of this from Doncic. He's good at reading shot trajectories. Love his aggressiveness. Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Tatum. And Chicago also making a switch. Jabari Parker's checked in for Davis. Gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Doncic against Wade. And it's Walker that time on the assist by Doncic. 9 points for Kemba Walker.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
There's Parker with the 3. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Aldridge has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category. Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
For Chicago, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. Free throw drops for Covington. Chicago making a switch here. Beverly's checked in. And both free throws good for Covington. And so here's the home team. At one point, they led by 16. Graham kicks to Aldridge. Here's Butler. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Robert Covington picks one up.
The shot fake of Jimmy Butler is tough not to fall for.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. So much new technology. A lot of it so exciting, Steve. Did you see the demo of the jersey that can change a player's name and number the other day? Wow, that was something.
I did. I saw the demonstration that Adam Silver did. It is fantastic. I was thinking about myself, Kevin. I played for 7 teams. That's a lot of changing of the name and number.
It really is.
And that's a rare missed opportunity from him. He'd been good as gold up until that point.
Beverly, the pass to Parker. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Graham, defended by Beverly, and it's Graham missing.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Holmes can't get it to go in. Gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
You see Griffin keeping his eyes up, looking for a hole in that defense.
And Beverly kicks to Turner. And the layup's good off the glass.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Here's Graham. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And it's Butler missing. Here's Parker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
For Chicago, they had made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. That's good from Parker.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Kaminsky is checked in for Chicago. Both good from the line that time. Gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. And here is Graham. Griffin inside. Kaminsky's there. Clock at 6. And there's Zeller. That's good on the assist by Griffin. Griffin's got his 3rd assist on the night. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Chicago. 9-point game. Outside jumper. 6 on the shot clock. Over Richardson. And that one hits back iron.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. But players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. Here's Richardson. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Graham, the pass to Butler. Here's Zeller. The kick outside to Butler. Second chance effort. And the shot is long.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Here's Parker. 7 points in the game. And he makes that one.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
He's made all 3 of his free throws so far.
It was a little bit of a battle for him all season long. Last year, only shooting about 71%.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Nunn's checked in, and it's Fred VanVleet in for Patrick Beverley. That's good from Parker.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Paul kicks to Westbrook. A floater. And he lays it up and in. Westbrook's got 7.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Well, we're now in the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. Perhaps no longer the undisputed best point guard in the game, but still a top talent.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team would be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking aren't going away anytime soon. And even though he's never been an overly athletic player, that aspect of his game still is strong as ever.
Chicago trails by 8. VanVleet with it. Parker passes to Kaminsky. Here's Nunn. Parker outside. The fader. Kaminsky misses.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Williamson dishes to Paul. He kicks it to Richardson. The pass to Williamson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 8.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Floats one up. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
Give Josh credit, taking the challenge offensively, discipline, and that's a beautiful pass.
Chicago trails by 12. Now VanVleet. And he uses the glass on the layup.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Outside Westbrook puts up a 3. Nailed from three-point land. Westbrook's got 10 points in the game.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Now here's Parker. He's got 10. The layup off target.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. 3rd is Chris Paul. 4th, Russell Westbrook.
And with all the steals these two came away with, they probably put a thought in the back of every opponent's head, and it wasn't a very good thought.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Chicago making some changes. Okafor's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Davis comes in for Frank Kaminsky. And Robert Covington subbed in for Jabari Parker. Good on the second free throw. There's a minute 34 left in the third quarter. Now here's VanVleet, defended by Paul. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Tatum kicks to Williamson. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Chicago grabs the miss. Ways to get back into it, but they've got some time.
The tendency can be to really rush or push the game, and they need to avoid that.
Now here's Covington. He's got 9. Drills the three-pointer. Covington's got 12 points in the game.
Have to guard Covington at all times from outside the arc. He is lethal from deep.
The 3 from Tatum. Drains the three-pointer.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Inside, Okafor. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. He lobs it up. It's tipped. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Down low, here's Davis. And it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
Nice body control. I like that Davis kept his composure after taking the hit.
Outside Westbrook. Over Davis. From deep three-point range, and so it's the home team with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. Back to the action after this word. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. 47%, pretty solid. So for Chicago right now, we've got Robert Covington. Jahlil Okafor is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Van Vliet in at the 2-guard spot. Now here is Aldridge. 6 to shoot. For 3, Westbrook. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. 14 points for Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's covered by Westbrook. Outside Rose. Lets it go from deep. Another 3 for Chicago.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Now here's Aldridge. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Robert Covington picks one up.
That's a play that LaMarcus is more than capable of making. Confident on the offensive end. Knows how to get to the line.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
No, he's standing 6'11" with a 7'5" wingspan. LaMarcus Aldridge prefers playing power forward, but make no mistake, he has the size to hang with the big dogs at center.
Wayne Wade's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both. And with his height and reach, not many that can block Aldridge's turnaround jumper.
His release on his jump shot is so high. The rainbow arc, it's a beautiful thing to watch.
Wade outside. Pass to Davis. On its way from Rose for 2, and that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
Outside Westbrook. Kicks to Doncic. Back to Westbrook. Tries a 3. Drills it from outside. Westbrook's got 12 points in just the second half. And so it's Rose bringing it up for Chicago. Trailing by 13. Davis down low. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Westbrook kicks to Doncic. Over Wade. Doncic, no good. Chicago trails by 11. Rose in the post. He's covered by Westbrook. Rose, no good. Gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
An absolute beast in close. Once Williamson has this kind of positioning, you pretty much have to foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Williamson. Kemba Walker is checked in for Russell Westbrook. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Chicago. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Wade passes to Rose. Covington with it, now guarded by Tatum. Here's Rose. It's rebounded by Doncic, being pretty good tonight at 48%. They get a hand on it to the middle. Here's the break. For the finish. Finishes the break with a slam.
D-Wade still one of the best in the business on the ball. Has quick hands, and that time turning defense into offense.
Walker against Rose. Shot's good by Walker. Chicago trails by 13. Outside Rose. Pass to Davis. Doncic against Wade. 5 to shoot. Passes to Rose. From downtown. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Walker against Rose. Chicago grabs the miss. Wade's got his 5th rebound in this one. And that one is good. Wade's got 21 in the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. And Walker kicks to Aldridge. Wade against Doncic. And Davis sends it back. They get it back. Here's Rose. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Butler, he's checked in for Williamson. Free throw drops for Rose.
Explosiveness by Derrick Rose is one of the reasons why a lot of guys do not want to guard him.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear James Borrego coaching his team during the break. He said, "I love how we're shooting the basketball. You guys have been locked in from three. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does." Kevin?
Thank you, David.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Walker against Rose, and it's Walker penetrating out the basket. Walker's got 4 points now in the quarter. Chicago trails by 8. Outside Rose. Covington with it. Butler covering. Here's Wade. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Holmes with the steal. Here's Wade, and it's Wade with the jam.
Wade in the open floor is a work of art, knows exactly how to fill those lanes.
Rose against Walker. Outside Butler. He dishes it to Doncic. He kicks to Walker. Shot clock at 6. Releases. The shot, no good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Rose attacking. Oh, and the jam by Rose.
The last thing you want to see from the defense is Derrick Rose starting to find a rhythm with his shot.
There's Walker with the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Walker's got 9 points here in the second half. And so it's Wade. He'll bring it up for Chicago. 7-point differential. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Wade's got 26 points. Gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Now, here's Walker. Doncic outside. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Butler against Covington. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's just his first turnover of the night. What a steady, efficient game he's played thus far.
Doncic against Wade. Outside Rose. To the paint, down to 5 on the shot clock. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
On the free throw, no good. Moves on moves. That's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag. Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Now, here's Covington. No good with the triple. Tatum dishes to Walker. Good work there as it goes. Walker's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And Tatum is all about doing what's best for the team. Superb as a ball mover in terms of finding his teammates.
Here is Davis. And the pass to Rose. Inside. And there's Dwayne Wade on the assist by Rose. That's 28 points for Wade. Gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Doncic against Wade. It's stolen by Wade. And it's Wade with the jam.
I guess if anyone was concerned about Wade's wheels, there's the answer.
Being pretty good tonight at 48%. Walker the pass to Doncic. Butler on the wing. Shoots. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Responsibility all on Jimmy Butler. He stepped up to the plate on that one.
Rose kicks to Wade. Pass to Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kemba Walker.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Pass to Aldridge. Covington against Butler. Shoots over Covington, and Butler gets it to go. Butler's got 4 this quarter.
When Butler's not challenging at the rim, this is the next best thing. Does a lot of his damage from the mid-range.
Wade passes to Holmes. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got his 8th assist in the game. Doncic outside. He feeds it to Aldridge. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Terrific pump fake by LaMarcus Aldridge. Defensively, you have to do a better job of staying down and living with the quality contest.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge.
You look at the skill, the shooting, the length. LaMarcus Aldridge is perfectly suited for today's game.
So he gets them both.
Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
Rose against Walker. And here's Rose. And it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
The leadership role with Derrick Rose, taking the responsibility of a big possession right there. Put everything on his shoulders.
Now, here's Aldridge. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Tremendous showing of confidence by getting those 2 to fall.
And so it's Rose bringing it up for Chicago. Popped up there for Wade, and Wade slams it in.
You know, that was a big possession. The defense sees it coming, but with Wade, you just can't stop it.
Outside, Walker. Pass to Aldridge. Shoots over Holmes. Aldridge misses.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Rose. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Covington against Walker. Count it from 12. Walker's got 20 points.
And that is how he rolls. A prolific scorer. Walker's been calling his own number tonight.
Rose in the post, working on Walker. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Now, here's Aldridge. Doncic feeling it out. Clock at 4. No good on the 3. Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
The kick out to Rose. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Back to Wade. Rose against Butler. And there's the pass to Covington. The shot misses. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
There's the knockout blow. No chance of getting up off the canvas now.
Chicago calls timeout. They're down by 4. Just 2 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what do you think?
They got to get straight to the hoop, then a foul immediately.
On its way from Rose for two. No good. And so the home crowd treated to a win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy, you have become a star in this league, big part of the team. Have those expectations put more pressure on you individually?
No pressure. I think I'm gonna do what I do each and every night. I'm not gonna play well every night. I just gotta focus on me, this team, and worry about the outside influences.
A real leader, Jimmy. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.